What is up, Sooner Nation? Welcome to the Sooner Surge for another nightly live show every night at 9:30. Thanks to the viewers that are on here. We appreciate you very much. You're super faithful to our channel, and we appreciate it. What's up, Jay? I got to turn my camera off really quickly to turn off my notifications so I don't get interrupted here.
How's it going? Can you hear me?
Yes.
All right. How's everybody doing tonight? Hopefully my signal's okay right now. I hope to be in a better spot here in a little bit. But little Friday night football tonight, Houston. Dude, I was talking to somebody today, Jerm. TCU, after making the national title game, you talk about a one-hit wonder, man.
Yeah, Jay, they're bad, dude. I don't know what else you got. They're bad. Yeah, Tampa Bay's play calling was terrible last night. Hey, I saw the clip that I think Big Game Gary put in our Discord. It was a high school clip of Canick running over about 6 guys. OU, in my opinion, I think OU has misused him in some ways. And I don't want to.
Wait. In what way? Because he came to play linebacker. If you're going to blame it, he hasn't done well at linebacker, right?
He should be on the field in some way.
Well, if you move him off linebacker, but then good luck putting him back at linebacker. I don't know, Jerry.
Arguably, and I'm not over. Arguably, he's probably a top 7 athlete on the team. Jay,
I don't know about that.
I think he's probably a top 7 athlete on this team. Like if you played him at tight end or blitzing the quarterback on special plays, certain schemes, I think, yeah, and Gary, I threw your name out there in the Discord because you put the clip of him running over people. I just think Jaren Canick's got to be on the field in some way. And I've lost Jay. So, Jay, just exit.
I'm here.
Okay. Oh, sorry. I didn't hear you. It's 9:30. Texas still sucks. Yep. Canick. Hey, someone's mentioned Dylan Gabriel. He's 5 of 11 for 2 interceptions inside the red zone, but they're still winning 14-0. I'm just going to say this.
They haven't played anybody yet.
No, and I'm going to say this. They're not winning a national championship with Dylan Gabriel. And they got, in my opinion, you want to talk about tight ends? They have the best tight end in the country. Terrence Ferguson, by far the best tight end in the country. I can't hear you. You sound like a robot. Please exit. Canick Crush. Yeah, hey, Blake, a lot of people have better O-lines than OU. It's not just Syracuse. There's a lot of people who have better than OU. Oh, it's 9:33 and Texas still sucks. Yes. Yeah, H-back. The thing is, Carvan, and all those who are saying H-back, OU doesn't really play an H-back. They've played 2 running backs, but they haven't played an H-back. Look, I think he's very physical. I think he could play some tight end. I think he would be great. He played some safety too. Like, I think outside of special teams, I think he could get on the field some. That's all I'm saying. There goes Jay. Jay says, see ya. Canick is the next fullback. They don't play a fullback, though. Okie Lawn guy, they don't play one. That's the issue. They're not playing one. What's up, God, Guns, and Ammo? Welcome to the Sooner Surge. Appreciate it. Chester says, can Peeps get over DG and Riley? Riley purposely hurt the program. DG helped stop the bleeding. We appreciate all he did for us, but he's not. I agree, but it's the game that's on tonight. And hey, Chester, I want Oregon to lose. So I am following it. I want him to lose. Tom Rathman is who you're talking about. Tom Rathman from San Francisco 49ers, number 44. Yeah, they could do that, Blake. I just don't know if they're going to. Collins is reporting live from the University of Oklahoma. Just overheard a professor say to their student, I don't really understand the whole football thing here. Is this a fireable offense? Absolutely not. Professors are there to educate, not to just cheer on the football team. Hey, Houston is 1-4. Yes, that is correct. Will Burks and Tatum be back for the Texas game? In my opinion, guys, and I'm getting ready to go on something, go on a little bit of a rant, so get ready. I'm fired up right now. I would be absolutely shocked if Taylor Tatum's not back. Okay, Taylor Tatum's going to be back. It was concussion protocol. He's going to be back. I would be absolutely just absolutely stunned, whatever you want to say, if Taylor Tatum's not back. And I actually look for him to play really, really well against Texas. Freshman phenom. Second of all, Burks, I don't know about. I can't comment on Burks. But I will say this. Here we go. For the people, and I saw the tweet that went out about Nick Anderson. And then I saw some other people get on their podcast and other things and almost be shocked by the Nick Anderson stuff. What are we shocked at? He hadn't played. We know he's hurt. Until he plays, I'm not going to sit there and say he's going to play. But there are people today that were like, when the tweet went out that he's re-injured his quad, they thought like some kind of new discovery happened. It wasn't new news. It was old news. Anyway, are you talking about Jacoby Johnson? Jacoby Johnson, I think, is 6'1" or 6'2". Nick Anderson is every bit of 6'2", 6'3". Jaron Canick, I think, is 6'1". I don't have Hunter in here. He's working tonight, I think, covering one of the games. I think Canick's about 6'1", 6'2", probably 220. I think he's great tight end size. Yeah, Canick is a tight. Canick can play a lot of places. No, they're probably not, but they always have a chance. You never know. 6'2". Eli Bowen starts at Texas, against Texas, you're saying? I'm going to say no, but I think he's going to play the most amount of snaps he's played all year. Most amount. Gary, he could get a medical red shirt, but he can't play more than 4 games. And actually, he's already, I believe, had 1 red shirt. Now, listen, he could play 4. He could play 3 games at the end of the season, which would count with the 1 he played and still red shirt. It's doable. Yeah, you can't bash Smitty because people are getting hurt, because the defense is pretty healthy. It's so ridiculous. Richard, you're right. It's redonkulous. Stop it. It's ridiculous. But I'm not going to sit here and talk about the Nick Anderson stuff, okay? It's been done. I'm not doing it. Blitz every down against Texas. I think you've got to bring up you got to bring a whole lot of pressures against Quinn Ewers and company. You've got to disguise. You've got to show blitz. You've got to not show blitz and blitz. You've got to show blitz and come. You got to not show it and get some pressure. You got to be able to get pressure with your front 4, front 3, whatever you're playing. You got to get pressure all night long. TD Oregon 21-0 at half. Was it a touchdown pass to Alpoas? Because he's got 2 picks. Yeah, they're going to beat Michigan State's horrible. The Big Ten's not good outside Ohio State, in my opinion. Oregon's good. They're not great, in my opinion. Their defense is getting better, although they got torched on the first drive of the game right down the field, and Michigan State fumbled at the 1-yard line. I don't know if OU would beat Oregon. Maybe we'll find out. I know this. I wouldn't be scared of Dylan Gabriel. Blitz that guy all night long. He's only going to throw a short pass. Richard, you're going to see 3-man fronts. It's what OU plays a lot of still. They show it. They're going to show us some. The depth at D-line is phenomenal. I don't think fans realize how much this staff worked since they got the job. The depth at D-line is way better than it has been. And it's honestly, guys, a strength right now of the team. And you never thought you probably didn't think you'd be saying that right now, this part of the season, but it is one of the strengths of this team. We got 113 people on here. Make sure you hit the like. Right now, I'm flying solo. I don't have my wingman beside me. I'm Maverick. He's Iceman. But hey, He's not here right now, and it's great because he'll be on in a little bit. Join us. I had to go get pick up someone. So appreciate all those who are on here right now. We're 8 days away from the Red River Rivalry, Red River Shootout. What do you call it? Red River Classic. Make sure you hit the like. And if you like the hat that I'm wearing, go to thefanstop.com and order yours before the OU Texas game, because you always want to be able to drop the horns. You want to wear the hat around town, and you want to drop the horns all the time. Michigan State is a horrid team, and they're 3-2. 4 says do away with the red shirt. Let him play 5 years. I kind of like that. KJ Godin says Auburn beats Oregon. Could. Saw a stat today. Auburn's got the most plays over 12 yards of any team in the country. Period. Red River Rivalry. How long does it take to ship? Man, I'd have to see. I guess it depends on where you're at. I can find that out tonight. But I'm pretty sure they'll ship them out pretty immediately. Jay is not attending a Longhorn pre-week pregame rally tonight. Nope, that is not true. And FanStop might be able to answer that right there. I do know they are very quick and efficient at sending stuff out. That's what I'll say about the FanStop. Always great quality stuff. Always great customer service. Always never disappointed in what you're going to get sent to your place. So get on the FanStop. Sign up for the Shirt of the Month Club. Use code SURGE for 10% off and order the hat because you will not be disappointed. And it's the only place you can get it. FanStop says, can't wait to see what the defensive package. Now, here's the deal. Zach Alley's going to dial stuff up. Here's what I do know. You will not be able to, if you were a fly on Zach Alley's brain and Brent Venables' brain, there would be no stopping. That you would be constantly hearing things, seeing them, watching film. They're not going to sleep. They're going to figure what kind of package to scheme up to throw up against Quinn Ewers, specifically Steve Sarkisian. It's a chess match. It's already started. It's one that's going to continue. I can't wait for that either, FanStop. I think that's one of the main things to wait. Listen, Blake from Utah, you asked. FanStop already delivered because that is the customer service that the FanStop provides. Hats are shipping the next business day. So if you order it tomorrow, they'll be shipping Monday. And there you go. There's the answer. Appreciate it. FanStop being on here and answering questions even at 9:40 at night. That is elite stuff. Auburn had numerous turnovers against Archie. That is right. Numerous. Hey, drop it in the chat. Have you ordered the hat off FanStop? Drop it in the chat. Blake says, and here's another question. If I purchase a hat this weekend, will I most likely get it before game time? If they live in Utah. Says, thanks, FanStop. I can't answer that 100% because, I never know what things as far as ship, but that's quite a bit of time. I would foresee getting it by then, but I can't answer everything on that. I just know they'll be their best to get it out immediately because that's how they do things. I can see Auburn upsetting Georgia. Here's the thing. I would agree, Mez, but Georgia's coming off an absolute emotional loss. I think they're going to, and Sooner Freak says it too. Heard it here first. I think Auburn's going to score points because I think Auburn's offense is really good. FanStop says, I would say if you want a hat by the Texas game, it needs to be ordered by Monday. So right now it's Friday. What are you waiting for? Get on there right now. Order it. They got a couple different styles. And this is one. We know what Sooner fans do. They drop the horns every game. Some people like it. Some people don't. You can wear it year-round. You can wear it during basketball season. You can wear it during softball season, all the way. By the way, softball got another commit. This one, a local phenom, number 8 pitcher in the country, out of Edmond Memorial High School, Keegan Baker, leading Edmond Memorial to a state title her freshman year. Now they're in the state playoffs again. Auburn has a good offense and are dangerous if they can take care of the ball. They're going to shorten the game, I think. Arkansas didn't look a lead against OSU. No, they didn't. They are not a bad team. I agree. Auburn's not a bad team. I don't think they are. I think they're an okay team with a really good offensive mind coaching them. Is that fair? Is that a fair assessment? I think it is. I think it's a fair assessment. By the way, I'm sporting one of the softball shirts from the FanStop. What else is going on, Sooner Nation? University of Houston, 1-4. Hey, they were up 27-19. What's the score in that game? This must be Jay here joining. Thorne is a game-time decision. That's big. That is big. I'm new to G. I don't know what that means. If you're new to this, hit the like, hit the subscribe, and we're here every night at 9:30. Aggies beat Mizzou according to Woo Pig Sooner. I think that too. Teresa loves a shirt. Yeah. Fanstop.com has it all. Does he have a headache from Freeze yelling at him all week? Yeah, that's funny, Blake, because it may. It's amazing. All we ever hear is SEC is different. And then we win. It's a bad team. Yeah, that's right. The narrative changes for a lot of people, Chester. That's just a fact. That's how a lot of people are, including Sooner fans. Changing the narrative. 30-19 Houston, a minute 28 left. They're going to win this game. Houston's going to win this game, it looks like. Texas right now is ranked number 2 in the country. Yes, we know that. And actually, they might feel disrespected, guys. There's a chance Texas feels disrespected because Alabama took the number 1 spot over them. We'll see. It'll be interesting how the OU Texas line, if it changes at all. I hope this isn't bothering you with me on the one side of the screen and nothing on the other side. I don't really have time to fix it right now, so we're rolling with it. Why don't they play Boganowski at Cheetah? Here's what I would say. Can Boganowski play Cheetah? Yes. Has he been practicing it? I think a little. I think he has probably a little worked in some. It's not his primary position. I think there's going to be packages where you've got to bring in maybe Boganowski sparingly and just let him go hunt the quarterback down. That is a guy you want hunting down the quarterback. Thomas Quinn, OU is a true freshman quarterback, a poor O-line, and they are without their top 5 wide receivers. They have no shot of beating Texas. Thomas, here's what I'm going to say. OU has a true freshman quarterback, a poor O-line, and they are without their top 5 wide receivers. And they have a shot at beating Texas. You know why? It's a rivalry game. They absolutely have a shot. Said this. Do you guys want me to do it? Do you want me to start just chunking things out the window? Throw everything out the window. It's a rivalry game. Jeez. Haven't I said this before? Throw it out the window. And Blake, you're probably right. If Hawk plays against Tennessee, OU's likely undefeated, then what are people saying? Then what's the narrative? If OU done hand Tennessee 3 turnovers and maybe just shorten the game and don't turn it over, you never know what could have happened that game. Akinkumi back for 2026. Akinkumi is redshirting. They have no shot. They would have to be +4. Guess what, Thomas? You don't know what's going to happen. You can't prove that. They have a shot. There's absolutely a shot. If that's the case, why even show up? Don't even get on the bus. Just forget it. I've never seen an upset in my life, Thomas Quinn. I've never seen an upset in football. I just don't know how teams do it. I don't know how the miracle on ice happened. I don't know how Doug Flutie threw the Hail Mary. I just don't know. How did those things happen? Oh, wait. Football. That's right. Football. Hawkins, yeah, look at it now. He probably should have. Big game, Gary. Blake says you're going to throw 2 TDs deep. Wow, Sepulpa pulls it off in OT tonight. I knew that game went OT. I didn't know they had won it. That's huge. That is a massive win for Saptown for District 2-0, looking like they can maybe host a playoff game. Cannot get here next Saturday fast enough. I agree. Hey, you can say they don't have a shot, but how did OU beat Texas last year? Exactly. You guys do realize the narrative going in the game last year was OU didn't have a shot. You do realize that, right, everyone? People last year said OU didn't have a shot. That's what it was. Cheetah is either a nickel or Sam linebacker play called by the DC. Different physical traits for different assignments. That's why Dolby, Sammy Osmigo, and Trace rotate. And here's what I'll say on that. Here's what I'll say. In my opinion, Mez, you're right, but Sammy has played more in running downs than passing downs. And I think it's something they continue to do. They're going to rotate guys in. Texas has zero run game right now, is what someone says. OU doesn't have a shot.
Are they going to show up, you think?
I think they're questionable. It's
Hey,
either questionable or probable.
Hey, I saw your comment about Maverick and Iceman. I'm pretty sure I'm Maverick, but that's fine. Hey, I don't know if you got to this comment as I was trying to get to a spot so I could join. Amy put a question in here about why does fans hate Texas as much as OSU.
Did he freeze on you guys? I believe you're frozen, just like the Texas line is going to be. Get off here, Jay. I can't hear you, dude. Jeez. If you play the game, you have a shot. That's exactly right, Famone. If you play the game, you have a shot. If Sark is high-fiving guys before the game, they're in trouble. Yeah, probably. Okay, Bobby, look. This could be a night where I get fired up. It's 8 days away. Jay keeps cutting out. I'm going to get fired up. Sapulpa won in overtime. This is good. I'm going to get fired up because, Bobby, you can't guarantee anything. You may think Sark has a shot, has an answer, but did he have an answer last year, the OU's pass rush? Did they have an answer, or did Quinn Ewers pretty much get hit that game more than he did all year? Just curious. Did he have an answer, Bobby? I'll wait for your answer. Blake says OU has nothing to lose. Texas. And this is where OU's at their best. Nothing to lose. Although I will say OU has something to lose because they're playing for a playoff chance. OU's getting healthier. Defense plays like they did against Tennessee. Hawkins doesn't give them the ball. We have a shot. That is correct. Thomas says, to be fair, Thomas always thinks that this is a toss-up, but this year it's different. It's the best Texas team in 20 years, and your offense is one of the worst in the SEC, yeah? And guess what? It's still a rivalry game, so hey, throw it out the window. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Hey, before you say this is the best Texas team, and I agree, it's one of the best Texas teams. They've looked good with their backup quarterback in. I just promise you this, Texas fans. If Ewers goes out and throws a pick early or fumbles, it's going to be chaos because people are going to be calling for Archie Manning. You're going to sit here and say you won't be. It could cause a little bit of a demise there, in my opinion. Yeah, we know Gentry's done. You say this every single night, Ron. Yeah, Tennessee thought they were going to blow OU out. Hey, here's a fact for you, Thomas. OU was abysmal on offense against Tennessee. Not only could they not move the ball, they handed the ball on a silver platter, just handed it to Tennessee. And we're still in that game. They were still in that game. Let's move a week ahead to Auburn. OU still doesn't move the ball very well against Auburn. They have a lot of 3-and-outs. They can't get anything going in the running game. Yet, they went on the road at Auburn. If they do find an offense, watch out. Watch out. I love the Burger King Whopper. Arch is not ready for OU. OU filled the field with water to slow Tennessee down. Sure, Bobby. Yeah. Okay, good. Yeah, OU, keep saying it. Just keep whatever you want to, whatever floats your boat, man. Whatever floats your boat. Whopper is the go. What's up, Jay? Are you there?
I think so. I had to kind of leave and try to get to another spot. We have an outage in our area, so I'm doing the best I can, man. Trying to hang with you.
What are your thoughts, Jay, on everything?
On what?
Well, you had the Nick Anderson announcement today about being hurt again.
Not shocked by that. I said it.
Hey Jay, I don't want to be rude. You're gonna have to get off, dude. You cannot hear anything you're saying. You just keep go away, Jay. That's what Blake says. Jay's connection is overrated. It's as bad as OU's offense is right now. Hopefully it's be better. Hopefully it's better like my connection this next week. Robot Jay. Fanstop says since they've been recovering, and yeah, prayers out to you. Hope you're doing better. Hope the recovery is going well. He's watched the game several times, starting with the last series in the third quarter. OU offense is getting some rhythm. They just self-destruct with penalties. And listen, they did that last year, if you guys remember. They self-destructed last year early in the season and then figured some things out. They also did it in the bowl game. Hey, here's what I'll say, Fanstop. It's been an issue ever since BV has gotten there. The offense has continued to make mistakes, get behind the chains. This offense can't. If you can get Michael Hawkins in 3rd and 4, where he could use his legs or his arm, OU's in a good spot. Chuck says he's still calling for a win. Hey, I know there's no shot of Jaron Canick playing tight end. I would rather see Devon Mitchell, though, instead of Jake Roberts. I agree. Just like Jake Roberts, done. Jay needs his starting receivers back. Yeah. Hey, Okie Lawn Guy, what's up with the ads? It's called YouTube. We can't control the ads. I'm sorry if it's annoying. You can, I guess, sign up for YouTube Premium, but we don't control the ads. We don't put when they're in there. We don't do any of that, okay? We just get on here every single night at 9:30, okay? Even when we're busy, we do this because we love it and we love our viewers and chatting with you each and every night. 21-0 Oregon at the half. Dylan Gabriel not playing well, but the Oregon Ducks are playing well. If Levy was still here, we wouldn't have these problems. Actually, I agree to an extent. There would still be problems. There would still be big issues with the line and lack of receivers. I'm not sure how Levy would adjust to that. I think it would be better than it is. But I do think, agreeing with Fanstop, there are some positive things in the second half of that.
Yeah. What's up, Jerm?
I am fired up. What's up, Jay? Are you there?
I'm here, man. Hey, did a little workout with Schmitty. Just feeling the pain a little bit.
Okay, I'm getting ready to throw a hat. I'm getting ready to throw things down if you go robotic again.
Hey, I cannot control that. Okay, so it is what it is. You asked me a question before I turned into a robot again, and then you badmouthed me. I heard you do it. But what was the question you asked me again about the Nick Anderson or what? Oh, here's what I was going to say.
You said Amy said something.
No, but real quick, the Nick Anderson stuff, forget about it. Forget about Andrell Anthony. The most important thing for Oklahoma at receiver right now is somehow to get Deion Burks. That's the one people should be concerned about, is Deion Burks. Is he going to play? I don't know if he is, Jeremy. Do you?
Look, all we've been told, soft tissue. You know, last night we talked about Anderson. Can't this university just come out and say what his injury is? And then today, it comes out. There's a report, 247 Sports, that he re-injured the quad. Why can't we get an update on Burks? Yeah, look, hey, here's what I'll say, Thomas. If it sounds like he's going to be out, he may play. Because when when it sounds like they're playing, they don't play.
Jeremy, I would say right now, until you see a player that's injured on the field, they're out. Because there's been too many guys that have been cleared to play or probable, and then they don't play. So at this point, it's just wait and see what happens against Texas to see if somebody shows up.
Wait. KJ Goda said rib 6 to 8 weeks. I have not heard that it's a rib with Deion Burks.
Ricky says torn quad muscle.
No, that was for Nick Anderson. Gotcha. Hey, it's not because of our field. It's not because of Schmitty. I don't know what it is. Next man up mentality. Hey, and here's my problem with that. It is. Reagan's, to me, is not it.
He's a freshman. I mean, Come on now. It's too early, Germ.
Brennan
Way too
Thompson,
early, bro.
look, I think Brennan Thompson is absolutely chomping at the bit to get Texas. I think he could play well. Then you got other guys who Hester last week looked better. I'm not sold yet. I think you can do some things. I think you could maybe focus more on the run and try to do some things. I will be 100% shocked. Like, I will be just outside of my ever-loving mind if there's not different packages next week. There's going to be some. I promise you.
Hey, a lot of people are talking about the injury from Burks and saying that the helmet and stomach, or I think Chuck said abdominal, either one, ribs
I
or
think I'm talking
abdominal.
about yours on abdominal, I thought.
Hey, well, abdominal was yours had an abdominal strain, yes. But what I'm saying is, who was talking about ribs? What?
KJ Doe did mention it.
Okay. And see, you got Kyle saying bruised thigh. I mean, guys,
Hey, no one knows because they don't say.
and we're not nobody's a doctor. I mean, there might be a doctor on here, but not with the OU staff. So,
You know what, Jay?
what's that?
Maybe I shouldn't say it. I'm going to say it. Listen, I am so done with the drama on stuff. And I'll say why it's drama. People assume they know. Yeah, I mean, this is what the injury is. It must be this. He must be. And Deshaun McCullough, by the way, guys, yeah, everyone sounds like he's playing. But again, until I see him trot out there on an actual play, I'm not going to say he's playing. Looks like he might be.
And I think Brian asked about Farouk, I think earlier. He's not going to be back by Red River.
I'm going to have to
I don't
hold
think
my
there's
tongue
any shot
right
of
now.
that. Hold your tongue. Why?
I'm just holding it. I'm not going to say things.
What do you think about Famone here? I know a lot of people wanted the RPO to be gone. Me and you have talked about this, Jeremy, even off air, saying we actually like the RPO if you can run it right. And Hawkins, I mean, for people to, I was very frustrated with the RPO, the people that were saying get rid of the RPO completely, because I mean, Jackson Arnold, Michael Hawkins, these guys have probably ran RPO since they were in junior high.
Jay, I've got a theory. Do you want to hear it?
What's that?
I think I need to get Master Sensei for this.
Go for it, Germ. Get Sensei on tonight. It's a Sensei
Do you guys
night.
want Master Sensei?
We want Master Sensei tonight,
I've
Germ.
got, if I get Sensei on, Master Sensei Germ, I'm gonna have to get about a 20-second wardrobe change. Calm down. Listen, Chuck, I'll calm down for you. Okay, here we go. I'm calm. I'm not talking about you, Chuck. I'm not saying anyone's got 100% knowledge of anything that's going on.
You know what
Jason, stop for a second. Stop, Jay. Here's what I'm saying. There are people just like all over the country. There's people all over the place, and especially here in this chat, who say things, and I'm not talking about you, Chuck. It's just people who act like they saw something, and they're going to just push that narrative about something. Have your opinion. That's fine. Fine and dandy.
It's called being a fan, Germ.
It's fine and dandy, but don't push it on thinking this is the way it is.
Hey, and Germ, you're not 100%. And by the way, it almost sounds like a freaky bedtime story with Jeremy. I mean, that was kind of weird. That was like a put me to sleep, Jeremy, right there.
It's stress-free football this week. There's no need to get stressed out. Just relax and watch your games.
Sensei Germ. Okay, let's see it, Germ. Texas will hit 30 points. Do you honestly think this OU offense can hit 30? Well, I said a few days ago, for OU to win, they're going to probably have to score 30. I think the defense could hold Texas to 24. But I don't know. Right now, I'm just not confident that OU's offense can score 27 points against Texas. They might.
I've got to stop right here. And I'm going to get on Okie Lawn Guy for a second. Okie Lawn Guy, don't take offense to this. You don't need to tell people to go to a different. Hey, Chuck's one of the OGs. Chuck's one of the OGs here, Okie guy, and I wasn't even getting on him. He doesn't need to go to a different show.
Chuck's on. Chuck's on here.
I'll tell you what's different about this show, Jay. There's Texas fans. There were Auburn. Well, there was like one Auburn fan. They don't really have fans who join lives. Tennessee was laced through here with Tennessee fans. We welcome it. Bring it. Sensei Germ will be back in a second for my theory.
Oh, wow. We got 2 cameras off, Germ. That's kind of weird. How fast can Jeremy get changed into Sensei Germ? That's the question. And Okielon is now apologizing to Chuck. Hey, no need to apologize.
What's up, Chief T-Bird? We're fired up on a Friday night. Any guys this is funny. This is like perfect. Okielon guy apologizing big time there. Okielon guy, way to be. Listen. Any guys we expect back? Sensei Jerem here to tell you. First off, probably not. I mean, here's what I'm going to say. Take it to the bank because Sensei Jerem said it. Taylor Tatum will be back, and Texas will have to know who he is. Okay? That's my first thing. In my opinion, that's the only guy, unless they choose to play Everett. I do think McCullough probably is going to be back. I don't know how much he's going to play. I would say probably 5 to 10 snaps. That's my thoughts. Let me get to my theory here. You ready?
You look like Karate Kid.
Yeah. Someone brought up the RPO. I've got a major theory here, Sooner fans. Get on board with this. Texas, don't go tell your players this. Here's what I think's happening, Jay. I hope I don't run a surprise. You ever thought about something, Jay? OU ran RPO all year, correct, guys? Okay? They ran RPO. Michael Hawkins is named the starter. They abandoned RPO, right? Texas is not going to watch film mainly except for the Auburn game. What's going to happen?
That's baloney.
Listen to me.
That's baloney. Who are you right now? No, who are you right now?
Zip it. Texas fans going to think Texas is going to not expect the RPO, and I think Michael Hawkins is going to pull one out early and go the distance, and then he's going to have them on their heels all night long. That's what's going to happen.
First off, Germ, I don't know what world you're living in. I think it's a dream world with that Sensei thing on, but it's unbelievable that you think a Power 5 college football coach is going to watch one game, and that's the previous game before they play a team. That's an absolute joke.
Why would you watch the Jackson Arnold film? I'm asking, Jay. Why?
They're still going to watch everything they can get their hands on. It's 2 weeks to prepare. They're not watching the Auburn game over and over and over again. They're probably watching stuff from last year, Jeremy.
Jason, Texas coaches can watch the first 3 games OU's offense probably in about 12 minutes because there was only about 30 plays run. It was bad. Yeah, defense, they're going to watch. Exactly. Thank you, Mr. Dilligav, voice of reason. They're going to watch the OU Auburn game for OU's offense.
May have the bandana too tight. You almost passed out. You had to rip that thing off, didn't you?
You didn't see what was happening earlier, Jay. I was throwing stuff out the window.
Where'd you get the hat? Okielon guy's asking. We went over this earlier, right?
Hey,
go ahead and say it.
The FanStop's been answering it too. Get on right now, Okielon guy. The www.thefanstop.com. You can see the ticker at the bottom. You can see the logo in the upper right-hand corner. First, sign up for the Shirt of the Month Club. The new one this month was a long sleeve shirt. It's great. It's like the haunted house of OU, Palace on the Prairie. It's amazing. Sign up for the Shirt of the Month Club. Get a new shirt every month. Different design. Awesome soft shirts. They fit great. My biceps look bigger just when I wear the FanStop shirts. Not kidding. And the hat right there.
Hey,
fanstop.com.
Maybe
he was very clear to say, order it by Monday if you want it by Saturday.
Hey,
Use code Surge and you get 10% off your first 3 months, and you get a new shirt every single month. During the winter months, you can even sign up for the hoodie package.
Hey, Okielon guy, make sure when you go in there, if you're wanting to get the bigger biceps and the bigger muscle shirts like Jeremy gets, make sure you order 3 sizes too small, bud. That's how Jeremy gets it. Gets that shirt to make his biceps look bigger with that used small. So make sure you order that size.
Here's Bobby again. Hey, I'm Bobby, and I talk only in absolutes. And Bobby absolutely says you won't exploit Texas. They
Well,
got speed
hey.
and more speed. And hey, OU might not. They might not exploit him. But guess what? There's a chance.
Hey, and hey, I will say this. All the Texas people this year, what they're putting in these chats is like a rewind from last year. It was the same stuff last year. There's no way OU's going to be able to, there's no way OU's going to be more physical than
It's
Texas.
like Groundhog Day.
It's like Groundhog Day a little bit. And I'm
The
picking
same
Texas,
thing.
and it's like Groundhog Day.
And I promise you this, OU's loving every bit of it. OU's loving all of the talk. Of course, they're not watching this, but hey, if they can, and I got to get to Chuck because Chuck asked a great question. 3 points, Jay. And by the way, my shirts that I have, none of them have shrunk. That they, if they shrink at all, they're slight. Like these shirts just great. They're great fit. You know those ads where people say you got to get this shirt because it just really fits you, get your dad bod looking good. That's these. The something is too strong. Famone is a Tennessee fan, correct?
Yes.
Blake, OU is not better than Michigan running the ball. I'll say that. What are the 3 points that OU has to have a chance in this game, Jay? I got 3 points. Ready?
Ready.
This is super easy. By the way, it is 10-10, and Texas still sucks. Hey, here's what I got, Jay. OU somehow, some way, I don't know how, because I don't even know why OU's showing up at this game. I'm assuming they're going to load the bus. They're going to get off at the state fair. They're going to make their way into the stadium. The kickoff's going to happen. 3 things I think OU has to do. 80's already taken one. You have to win the turnover battle. I think OU somehow has to win the rushing total. And then third, Jay, and I think this is the one that's, in my opinion, the hardest. I think OU has to have 3 plays over 20 yards to have a chance. Ron Chieftain's winning over double overtime. That's right. Massive. They have the interception late in that game, which I just could not believe. They score, and then somehow they win in double overtime. Fighting mentality. That was huge.
Hey,
huge
let me say something on the I'm an OU fan. You know I picked Texas in this game. Do you know where I think the Texas confidence is coming from? The majority of the fans. I think the majority of it is coming from 2 years ago when they beat OU 49-0. And the reason I say that is they're watching this offense from Oklahoma right now and saying,
that's fair.
That's about what happened 2 years ago, and look what happened when Texas did that. I do think there's a lot of Texas fans that think that because let's face facts. OU's offense up until last week when Michael Hawkins made some plays hadn't been doing anything. So I do think, and Famone, that's fine. Hey, I've already been bashed for it, okay? But I'm a realist, and I that's probably a good thing I'm picking Texas. Probably means OU's going to win, okay?
Hey, guess what? I won't be picking Texas, Jay.
Yeah, that's fine. I think it's going to be a tight game. It could go either way. It really could.
And
I think
if
it's going to be
anyone
close
gets on here and calls me a sunshine pumper, you better stop it because I'm not one. I've already told you why I'm picking OU. I throw everything out the window in this game. Hey, I've got to get. So I think there's 2 things that could happen early that could help OU on offense. One of them is if OU could somehow complete a big pass play early to keep them off. Because look, I think was it KB Longhorn or Thomas Quinn or Bobby Hansen said something earlier. Jay said something about they're going to load the box and force Hawkins to beat him. Then OU's got to beat him. Hawkins complete something early and get them out of that. Carol Van says, good offensive line play, win the rushing battle. Defense has 2 scores. Chief T-Bird, thanks for the super. We appreciate you as always. Love it. This is great. Thanks, Chief T-Bird. Talking with some Horn fans that work for me. They were torn on who the quarterback should be. I'm telling you, when you get the lead, when OU gets the lead and yours isn't perfect, they won't implode. I said that earlier. I will say this. The majority of Texas fans that are on this live stream right now, Bobby, Quinn, Quentin, Thomas Quinn,
Tyler,
Longhorn, all say
Tyler,
who?
Tyler.
Tyler, yeah. All of them say undoubtedly that Quinn Ewers is the guy. They don't want Archie. That's what from it now. So those Texas fans are different than the ones that work for you, Chief. So it's probably 70% Quinn and 30% Archie is what I would have to say. Thomas says Texas has the best DB in the SEC, and the guy across from him, Muhammad, is a stud as well. Not to mention Mukuba has been elite this year. Best secondaries in the country. And I'm not denying that, Thomas. And OU has maybe the worst wide receiver room. Like OU's receivers walking out of a door onto the field against themselves and haven't been able to get open. Okay? That's just a fact.
Hey, by the way,
the things last week, and if you have to count for Hawkins, you have to bring a guy down in the gap.
I see a lot of people bashing me. They weren't bashing me last week, so I don't know why they are this week. I mean, I don't care. I really don't. The ones talking about the defensive backs of Texas looking great, I get it. The same thing, you can say this. Two things can be true. They look really good and they haven't played anybody. And they have a bad offense supposedly coming in to play them. So as far as passing offense, I mean, OU ranks almost dead last in passing efficiency. It's not good. Here's the thing, though. Here's the X factor in this game, in my opinion. You have not seen enough from Michael Hawkins.
Correct.
I think people are doubting OU's offense because they haven't seen enough from Michael Hawkins, including me probably. I think he's the X factor. And you have 2 weeks with the O-line supposedly the healthiest they've been. The 5 that played together will be playing again. This is their chance as an offensive unit to go out there and make a statement for the rest of the year. If they win this game, it sets them on it kind of catapults their season dramatically. So
I agree, Jay. Okie Long Guy, who gets the donations? They go to our channel. And listen, we do not only show the super chats on our chat. Even when there's 800 people on that were after the live of the game 2 weeks ago, we try to show as many comments as possible. Right here, we got Monty saying Sam Franklin has good hands. Give him a shot. It's interesting. I thought he was going to be used more than he is. Surprised. Tyler, I think, is a good Texas fan because Tyler is pretty logical here. It's Quinn's team. You can get oohed and all by the deep ball, but Tyler says it's Quinn's team. And listen, I don't think Archie wants this first game to be OU Texas because that usually doesn't end well. It could, though. It could.
Hey, Chuck says, not really, Jay. The doubt is coming. And that's fair. Chuck, that's a fair statement. I would agree with that.
I would compare Michigan and OU's defense pretty similarly. Hawkins' improvement from Auburn to Texas will be enough to win. And that is something. The guy's been the guy now for 3 weeks by the time that Texas game gets here.
Hey, answer this question. AD says, it would catapult the program if we win. Answer this. And if OU beats Texas, there will be a lot of people around, especially around Oklahoma, talking playoff. Book it. Off one win.
Yeah.
Would you agree?
I will be. That's why you guys are the best. Some channels only read the super chat. Yeah, that's not us. Jimmy, Jimmy said Murray don't know how to use his running backs. We'll get in that in a minute. If Tatum is back and Hester gets comfortable, could be all our offense needs to take. And a huge step would be great. Hey, a big step, a small step would be really good. Jay, are you a Sooner fan or an expert?
Hey, real quick, I'm kind of, this is bothering me.
What are you, Jay, a fan or an expert? I want to know what KJ goes.
I am a Sooner fan. I'm by no means an expert in football. Of course, I growing up would pick OU every game, probably till a few years ago. I don't even know how to answer that question. I'm not an expert at football, okay? I promise you that. But I'm a Sooner fan. But if you're saying could you go to? Are you saying you're picking OU to go 12-0 every year? Tell me that right now. Answer that in the chat. Tell me you're picking OU to go 12-0. I saw y'all, a lot of y'all on here that ripped me just now that picked OU to go 9-3. How the heck can you be a Sooner fan and pick OU to lose 3 games?
Good question, Jay.
I
KJ
don't
Goda, what's your
understand that.
KJ Goda, what's your record for OU? Whatever happened to Tatum? Concussion. And I think he's back this week because that's what it was. This will be BB's breakout. His defense will be stifling. Sooner fans will finally see a competent offense. I hope you're right, Chief. I want it very much. I want it very much so.
So Godin says he picks 12-0 every year. And that's fine. And Mess does that too. I understand that. But if you're going to call me out for picking OU to lose a game, then you better have picked OU to go 12-0 every year, because you can't call me out and pick OU to lose a game. Come on.
And here's what I'll say. Here's what I'll say with the fan stop, because this is what I actually already threw some things towards my window, Jay, because I said I would last night. I don't have OU 12, and I have them 9-3 this year, is what I picked before the season. I do have them beating Texas next week. And here's why. I've already said it. Throw it all out the window. It doesn't matter. And if you're going to throw it all out the window, you might as well pick your team. Because James Allen from Wynnewood, 8-man football, John Blake as the head coach, beat Texas.
Hey, and I understand this, Goated. I really do. But at the same time, I think there's a lot of OU fans, and do not take this the wrong way, guys, but the same OU fans that bash OSU because they have the, quote, big Super Bowl game against OU, there's a lot of OU fans that care about the Texas game way more than any other game, and that's it. I'm not saying you could Goated. I'm saying there's a lot, because you know how I know that? You'll be playing Auburn and they'll be putting their horns down. You're not playing Texas. Don't put your horns down. I get so tired of that. Why do they put their horns down when they're not playing Texas?
I don't know, but you need to order the horns down hat. That's for sure at thefanstop.com, because you want to put it down this week. Hey, Jay, I got to say something, Jay.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's room for both of us on here. If you start ranting too, this could really get interesting. Hey, real quick, KJ Godin, and I'm not going to speak for Jason. Hey, if I pick OU 9-3, 8-4, 7-5, and they lose, I'm still very disappointed. Like, I hate it when OU loses. Doesn't mean I got to pick them to win. I hate it when they lose.
Hey, Thomas, real quick here. I've talked about this in other games. I could care less what happened last year. I could care less what happened in 1965. Means nothing for this year in this game next week. And also the same last year. I'm just saying, you could go last year and everybody was saying the same stuff about this game going into it. So I just, all the talk about, OU's not good enough here, they're not good enough. You got to throw it all out the window in this game. It's a fact. Just like Auburn, Alabama, there was no shot Auburn should have beat Alabama last year. No chance.
Hey,
4th and 30, they should have beat them.
Thomas.
How?
Jay, Okie Long guy says he always throws the horns down. Thomas, I got a question. You know what the implication of your comment is? There's a big implication on your comment there. You know what it is? The implication is you're saying Texas wasn't motivated last year. How is Texas not motivated for the Red River rivalry? What? That's bad coaching. You said they'll be motivated this year, so they weren't last year? Oh, they were motivated. The fact of the matter is they took a lead on OU with about 1 minute and 28 seconds and was over there, hey, ooh, hey, dancing, hey, motivated. Guess what? Dylan Gabriel marched his team down there and beat them. So what happened? Hey. They were motivated before the drive and then after the drive and then.
Hey, and you know what, Jerm?
Time out.
Hey, wait, Jerm.
Wait, they drove right down the field on their second drive, and we're going to throw a touchdown pass, and Billy Bowman absolutely just shook the tight end and caused a deflection for an interception. That wasn't sleepwalking. Now, that tight end may have been knocked unconscious, but he was not sleepwalking.
Well, I mean, OU did not lose 2 years ago 49-0. They didn't care about that game, right? Is that what happened? They just
Well,
weren't motivated?
They trotted Davis Bevel out there, Jay. That was pathetic.
They weren't motivated, I guess. I don't care about last year's game. I care less. Hey, this game, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. Out of the last 5 times they played, OU's 4-1, correct?
4-1.
4-1. Don't
4-1?
I know my stats? They're 4-1, Jeremy.
Okay.
Last 10,
like
what are they?
Fired up Jay.
Last 10, what are they?
Jay.
Are they 8-2? Last 10?
I think they are, Jay, actually.
Okay. So I mean, and I bet a lot of those games, Texas thought they were going to win those games. Okay, 7 out of the last 10. My bad. Sorry about that. 7 out of the last 10. Okay, Tomlin says, bottom line is OU was better last year, and you need a last minute. You cannot compare last year and this year. You can't compare last week and this week. Come on.
Hey,
it's a different game.
Thomas, again, I'm going to say this again. Throw the records, throw the stats, throw everything out the window in a rivalry game. OU's been in a rivalry game with OSU and lost when they were high favorites. By the way, Texas has lost some rivalry games, even to A&M when they were favored to win.
Hey,
you never know.
Hey, yes or no, Jeremy? OU's defense is better this year.
Yes. OU's defense is significantly better, I think, all around. They're deeper.
And did OU's defense give Texas trouble last year in the first half? Quite a bit.
Yes. Now, I will say Texas still got a lot of yards and scored a lot of points, but OU's defense gave them fits early.
Zach says last year's Texas team was better. Yes or no?
I actually think this year's Texas team is better.
I think they were better defensively last year.
I don't know. I think they got some dudes. You mentioned the secondary. Some guys mentioned the secondary. I think Texas defense is really good. I do think their weakest if OU could get a running game on them.
Hey, real quick, Tyler, 14.5 is on FanDuel, I believe. Hey, come on, Jay, pick the Sooners. Chat dares you to show up for our Sooners. Don't sell out to the national pundits. I'm not selling out to anybody. I'm picking off what I think's going to happen, and I think this is going to be a very tight game, and I think it's going to be a one-possession game. Right now, I'm picking Texas. I picked Auburn last week in a one-possession game. I was wrong.
Jonathan Miller says he's been a Texas fan since 2020. I would not predict Texas to win any game versus OU from 2011 to 2021. I predicted Texas to win 22 through 24, and you lost 2 of them, right? The line is 8.5. Yeah, FanDuel and DraftKings. Come on.
Hey, here's the deal. Right now I have Texas by 6. Okay? You guys have 7 days to change my mind, OU fans. Give me 7 days to change my mind on this game. Okay? Can you do it?
Oh, lost 1, 2023. Well, they haven't played in 2024, so you've only picked 2 then, Jonathan. My fault. Texas is 6th overall defense, 3rd scoring defense. Hey, I know I said Texas is better on defense, but you cannot compare Texas's schedule versus OU's right now on who they played offensively.
Hey,
Texas has not played a good offense.
Hey, go back to last year. Who did Texas play non-con last year that everyone said they're going to whip OU now? Who did they beat?
They beat Bama on the road.
I'll wait. Oh, yeah, they whipped up Bama on the road. Remember how high Texas fans were? They lost to Oklahoma. Okay, you got to throw you can compare games. You can compare who everybody's played. It does not matter in this game. It really doesn't.
Hey, Surgeaholics, it looks like everyone's wanting Jay to switch his mind. Maybe you can help us out, Jay. What'll it take? Might have to get some supers on here. You might change your mind, Jay. I don't know.
And Tyler, that's a fact. That's a fact. So far, from what we've seen, it hasn't been good at all.
You're bad, right. Tyler. It's a bad offense. But guess what? You never know. You just never know.
And this is fair. Okie Long Guy, the best team they've played is Michigan. Michigan is very one-dimensional on offense. So I don't know yet on Texas's defense when they played. Now, hey, I thought they did pretty good against Mississippi State with the spread, but I'm just not sold on Mississippi State with Levy right now. So
I'm asking all the Texas fans that are on here. I have not followed Texas all year. I've caught bits and pieces. Am I wrong, or do they seem turnover prone? Even when yours was in. Manning's
How
thrown
many
some
turn
picks.
how many turnovers do they have this year, quarterback
That's what I'm
wise?
curious to see. I don't know I'm asking the
I
Texas fans.
I think Arch has 3 total picks, maybe.
3 or 4, Jay. And yours has a couple, I think.
Force, you're absolutely right. Nobody should want to change my mind. If you follow me at all and you follow this channel at all and you follow our game day picks and our picks across the board with other teams, you know if I pick your team, you're probably in trouble. So
Arch and yours have 2 interceptions each, and Blue has 2 fumbles. That's 6. 6 through 5 games. That's a little over 1 a game.
OU
Yours
leads the
plays
country.
and against nobody. Michigan, outside of Michigan, they haven't played anyone. I think they're turnover prone, Jay.
Well, OU needs them to be turnover prone. I mean, I think OU needs to have about. I'll say this: I think OU offensively probably going to turn it over once. I mean, they're going to probably turn it over. I said that
And
against Auburn too, and they didn't though.
hey,
But you need to get 2 or 3 turnovers from Texas.
and the fact of the matter is, you're right, Tyler. Blue fumbled twice. Mississippi stayed close in that game. So why would it be illogical to think that OU can't stay close if there's turnovers? And by the way, Auburn is way better than most teams that Texas played. And by the way, Auburn's better than people think, and Tulane is better than people think. OU was tested a little bit. Anyway, I got to get to the fan stop here because I like what fan stop said. Tennessee and Auburn is significantly better than anyone Texas has played outside of Michigan. And Auburn's offense would walk over Michigan's offense. It's just way better than Michigan's offense. Well, hey, this has been massive fun. It's been massive fun, and we still have 8 days. We still have 8 days of this.
Hey, I love this comment. I love this comment, by the way. I got to get to it by Famone. OU is a quarterback willing to kill himself for a trash time touchdown. Have faith in your legacy players. The legacy guys, I mean, when you got OU blood in you, just means more, dude. Doesn't it?
Yeah. Tyler, I agree, Jay. Auburn isn't good, but their offense is my point. I think they'll show Georgia their offense is good if Thorne plays. It's not illogical. It's logical. It's a rivalry game. It's 8 days away. Sooner fans, get your upside down Longhorn hat on thefanstop.com or sign up for your shirt of the month club. I saw Tennessee fans sign up for your teams. Get on thefanstop.com before you hit the bed tonight. This is exactly right, Thomas. We got another week of this fun stuff.
Hey, real quick.
Appreciate the Texas fans doing this every night too.
Hey, real quick, Germ. When did Kevin say they need to order the hats by?
Monday, if you really want it by the Texas game, it would be Monday.
Tomorrow night, I'm going to give one away. I'm going to give one to somebody. I'll purchase it, and I'm going to give it away to one of our viewers. So I will purchase the hat. I'm going to come up with the way, either a question, something to give it away. So that'll be tomorrow night.
Maybe Thomas Quinn will win it or a Longhorn fan. We'll send it their way. Just kidding. Hey, thanks, man. Appreciate the compliment, Thomas. Appreciate everyone that's on here. It's always fun to chat, to get ramped up. Enjoy your Saturday watching college football. Texas fans, OU fans, both on bye. Relax. Enjoy the football. We'll see you all tomorrow night for another fun Sooner Surge Live.